The crowd gasped, but the guard didn't blink. When a spoiled teen hurled a soda at the tomb of the unknown soldier, he expected to go viral. Instead, he triggered a storm of silence, honor, and truth that would change him forever. It was a scorching summer afternoon at Arlington. Tourists stood in hushed reverence until a loud clatter broke the stillness. A can of soda spun across the marble, stopping at the boots of tomb guard Ethan Caldwell. 13-year-old Tyler Grayson laughed, phone in hand, proud of his prank. His designer shades reflected the soldier he thought was just a statue. But Ethan didn't move, not an inch. Only his jaw clenched, and behind his sunglasses, his eyes burned. Not with rage, but something deeper. The crowd turned from the boy to the man in uniform. A silence heavier than heat fell across the steps. Ethan slowly stepped forward. He didn't yell. He didn't threaten. His voice, low and even, cut through the tension. "You've disrespected more than stone," he said. Tyler's smirk faltered. Behind him, his parents tried to intervene, but Ethan wasn't speaking to them. "This place holds the memory of the fallen. My brother lies here. He died so kids like you could laugh in peace." The crowd leaned in, spellbound. Tyler's phone dropped to his side. It was no longer a joke. His knees locked in place, like guilt froze him to the ground. Later that day, security approached Ethan to smooth things over. But the boy's father, a businessman in a crisp polo, surprised everyone. "We had no idea," he said. "Can he apologize?" Ethan nodded. But before the boy could speak, Ethan knelt by the tomb and placed a coin on the slab. "This is a challenge coin," he said, handing another to Tyler. "My brother gave it to me before his last mission. I kept it. Until now." Tyler's eyes welled up. Something in that moment broke through his wall of arrogance. That evening, Tyler returned with flowers.
No cameras. No crowds.
Just him and his quiet tears. He knelt, the same way Ethan had, and whispered something no one heard. Ethan watched from afar, standing watch. Later, Tyler's parents posted a statement, not for attention, but to explain how one act of silence changed their family. They asked the world not to cancel their son, but to teach others. Respect isn't inherited, it's learned. Months passed. Ethan continued his solemn march, but something had changed. A new teen volunteer stood among the visitors every weekend, handing out flags and telling them about the tomb. Tyler wore a plain polo now.
No designer's shoes.
But a small coin stayed in his pocket. He never recorded another prank again. Instead, he helped protect the silence he once mocked. And though the crowd moved on, Ethan never forgot the moment disrespect turned into redemption. Right there, on sacred ground. If this story moved you, drop a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and pass it on. Subscribe to Unheard Heroes for more powerful stories that honor courage, sacrifice, and silent strength.